What's up, guys? Ryan with Jet Patrol back. Another video. And today, Hot Toys has decided that for their 25th anniversary, we are going to get these three figures. And I got to be honest with you, for 25 years, I, like I'm not at all impressed. I, I, I don't I don't get it, man. Like, if this was going to be a thing, maybe they should have had another meeting or 2 or 12 or I don't they should have asked phoned a friend, they should have done something, I don't know. But, this is what we got. So this is what we're gonna talk about today. Come back a little bit later, today, and I'll probably have a video out about InArts, Walking Dead figures. We'll take a look at those. But for right now, take a look at Hot Toys. We've got a Spider-Man, a Miles Morales Spider-Man from Aliens versus Avengers, which is a comic run. All right. So if you don't know, it's a comic run. And then we've got an Iron Man Mark IV Sub-Zero Fractal armor, which is, did anybody buy the previous Fractal one? I didn't really see anybody talk about that. And then we have this one, which is the Wolverine classic brown and tan suit, which I am very excited about. I must be honest with you. And I'm actually probably by the time you see this, or shortly after, I'll have my Wolverine Deluxe review out, the tiger stripe suit from Deadpool and Wolverine. And I mentioned in that video, somewhere in that video, I was like, this brown and tan suit or brown and yellow suit would be would take over the hype from the the tiger stripe suit. And I gotta be honest with you, I might be right about that. I might be right. Well, we'll talk a little bit about that. Price wise, you can see it down there in Hong Kong dollars. These are not terribly expensive figures. I mean, for what they are. But they're very limited. So there's going to be 400 available immediately in HK at different Hot Toy shops, Secret Base and whatnot. And then I think there's going to be 3,000 total of each, somewhere in that ballpark, worldwide. So you'll see these at Sideshow Collectibles, or their exclusives. You'll see timed releases. You'll see their queue system, or however they decide to deal with that. You'll see that. But for right now, we've got these three. So let's go ahead and we'll jump over to Hot Toys Facebook page, look at some photos. Which one would we like to see? I like this. Love seeing the same stuff over and over. Okay, well, somebody's not happy about it. Let's take a look if we can. Let's take a look at this Fractal Armor Iron Man. Now, I didn't get the previous one, didn't care for it. Still, I don't care for this. I'm definitely not going to be getting this. No question about that. Prism white, although I think this one's kind of cool, better looking than the previous version. All right, so this one's going to be limited to 2,500 units, so a little slightly fewer of these than the Wolverine and the Spidey. And it's good looking in photos, but it doesn't look like that in person. Like, it just doesn't. If you go look at this one on display at Secret Base, or the previous version on Secret Base, I mean, it's nice, but it's not. I don't get it. Like, they found like a paint coating to put on these figures to give that prism effect, and they were like, hey, we're going to lean into this, and we're just going to do it again and again and again, and that's fine. I mean, this is an anniversary figure, so I get doing something kind of funky with it, but it's not for me at all. It's just not. So same weaponry, same like mobility. There's no new engineering going on here. This is a repaint, albeit a pretty good looking repaint, but don't need it. Like, just don't need. If they had straight up just done a normal, hear me out on this, just a normal Star Boost, a die cast Star Boost to replace the plastic one we got years ago, that would have been cool. I think people could get behind that. But just to repaint the Mark IV, I don't know. Not for me. Special fractal armor design with metallic iridescent finish. Like, it's cool. There's no head sculpt. And whatever. It's not for me. So there's that. Then we got, let's go here. Where was Spidey? Here's Spidey. So the Aliens versus Avengers suit. Again, this was a comic run, and this one's gonna be super limited. Look at this, 1,500 units. And I still think that's too many. That's probably 1,499 too many. Like this should have been a prototype and nothing else. I just don't see the appeal of this thing. Maybe in overseas markets, like this comic run was like this super popular and was a thing, but the figure itself, it doesn't look good, guys. It looks eh, anemic. Like it doesn't. There's no musculature at all. He looks just. It's like a weird cosplay Halloween. It's just not for me, man. Not for me. It just looks weird. Even though like the poses they've got going on here, you can see how the. Now, granted, it's a Spider-Man. The suit's gonna bunch up. I don't have a problem with that. But it's not. It's not a flattering suit at all. Like on no way is it flattering. It's weird. So again, the base is what the base is. You get a little xenomorph thing going on, and it's I don't know. There's really not much for me to say other than I'm staying the hell away from this. There is no chance I'm picking this up. So yeah, I don't know. Am I crazy here, or are you guys like super excited about this piece? Because I'm not seeing it. 3 display modes. Looks like it's got a magnetic xenomorph thing going on here. Bendable wire. Yeah, interchangeable, whatever. I don't see it. I don't see it. In fact, what's the comment section? What are you guys saying? One person is going to want it. That's cool. All right. Interesting, interesting, interesting. What the hell's going on? I guess I'll retire Spider-Man mold. Um, yeah, I don't know. Not a whole lot going on here. Don't get me wrong. Like just because the comment section is negative, doesn't mean the whole thing's negative. But there's not a lot of. It doesn't appear to be a lot of hype for this one. So, and if you're doing like a 25th anniversary thing, again, this is a strange choice. Now, Wolverine, on the other hand, this one, 3,000 units. Makes sense to make some more of these. And these are I'm pretty stoked for this one. Not gonna lie. Pretty stoked. I think this is sick. Now, there's one thing I really don't like. So I have the Hono Wolverine, the tiger stripe one, and I have the brown and tan suit. I have both. And the shoulder armor on those just doesn't on the brown and tan suit. The shoulder armor just doesn't freaking work because it it doesn't rotate with the shoulder, and it just looks weird, and it's like, it's just weird. And this one, it kind of looks the same, and I think the one of two complaints with this figure so far is that. Okay, so we've got this interesting concept where they've actually on the claws, they've actually kind of shaded in like a reflection of Hulk. I think that's pretty cool. That's a cool idea. I don't hate that. I think that's pretty creative. Are we going to get a new Hulk? I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I'm not holding my breath on that. What else? I think the suit looks great. Again, limited posability. One of my issues with the Tiger Stripe one we got from Deadpool Wolverine was limited posability in the lower half. Like it's just not. It's just not. It's not there. And then it's got those weird ankle pegs like on Deadpool, also on Wolverine. So I'm fully expecting to be on this Wolverine as well, where it's just not a. I would prefer just a double ball joint, and they keep giving us these weird. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. They're strange. So here is the number one complaint, I guess, so far on this figure, which is the head sculpt. The previous version, which again reviews dropping within hours of this, I would imagine. Um, that sculpt is crazy good. This right here is a good sculpt. It's not as good, in my opinion. It's not as good. It's just the expression just is not for everybody. So it does look like an expression they had in the film, but I just don't like it as much. Put it that way. So I don't know. This is how I'll display mine, right there with the cowl. I think that's sick. The X-Men logo. I just think this is freaking cool. The base is garbage. Like reuse stupid base. That's just dumb. You can't even fit the whole figure on the base. That's how stupid this thing is. So that's just all kinds of level of stupid. And but like the suit itself, Dude, come on. Come on. The shoulder, armor pieces are too large. Like, they don't and they're that way because you gotta have some range of motion in the shoulders, and you gotta have those things get out of the way, and then they're supposed to be more form fitting, and it's just so on that front, I mean, you gotta take your pros and cons on the figure. Again, that base is stupid. Absolutely stupid. This is, this is cool. I like it. I like it. So, I'm definitely gonna be adding this one. Gonna be super, super hard to get the first batch of these things, like, stupid hard, especially with only 400, of these being released, and I would imagine of the 3 figures, this one's by far gonna be the most popular one, and therefore it's gonna be most hard to get. So, good luck getting one of these if you want it. Interchangeable, mouth plates, those both look good. Right fist with detachable claw reflecting Hulk's face. I think that's pretty cool. Detachable claws. These look like they have a different paint application than the other version I have. So do they? Uh, maybe. Don't know. So definitely going to be getting this. At least I'm going to do my best to get this. Hopefully, Pop Collectibles comes through and is able to secure one of these for me because I want it. So hopefully, we'll be able to review that on the channel sooner rather than later. So those are the 3 things we got going on here as far as today. Of the 3, Wolverine is definitely the highlight for me. The other 2 are hard passes. I don't see me getting those. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Stay tuned for a video on the InArt Walking Dead figures. And then obviously my full review of the Tiger Stripe Deadpool Wolverine figure review coming to the channel extremely shortly. So I hope you guys are doing well. As always, click what you like. See you next time.